Whew. Sorry about the little delay there. I basically just didn't want to wait around for the schedules to be out. That's good. This appears to be good. That's good. Let me get my playback up. See if anyone wants to come hang out. Hopefully, there's some people. I guess we'll find out. Ooh. Oh, open. Where the hell is it? There it is. Doo-doo. What's up, Jadis? How's it going? Hopefully quite well. How's everything going for everybody? Hopefully quite well. There we go. Alrighty, now we got everything opened up. There we go. Doing good. Doing good. Ready to see how the schedule is going to look. I've been avoiding most of the leaks because I'd like to be surprised. The only really one I know is I believe the Lions might be opening the season versus Kansas City. What's up, Mike? So that's a pretty exciting opener. All right, let me close that, reopen this. And there we go. All right. If you haven't left a like on the stream, consider doing so. Jets vs. Browns, this Hall of Fame game, as expected, because that's been announced. Yeah, Jets Bills for Monday night. Yeah, there's been a few openers. I want to kind of cover the primetime games first when we do start going over everything here in a minute. So basically the way I kind of want to structure everything is we kind of start with, we go over the primetime games, right? See who plays when, see how these games look. And then I want to look at like the strength of schedules, right? Because that will tell us like, all right, here's how kind of things look. We'll know what the strength of schedules are. Because I think the Hall of Fame game is just like the first preseason game. Like they just kind of always made it like that's what kicks off the NFL season, if you will. It's just like a weird preseason whatever game. And they know what the game is because they have to like set the ceremony in place, if that makes sense, right? Like because it's like a whole ceremony that weekend. There's the game, there's the players getting in players, Hall of Famers, and all that shit. So they just got to make sure it's like a tight, like everybody knows very far ahead of time that this is the plan. Because it is an important weekend for the NFL, in my opinion, anyway. And then after we do the we go over like strength of schedule, that's when we'll just go over all the team games. You just say whatever teams and we'll go over them and just kind of have fun doing that like we usually do. Yeah, I mean, it's just like the tradition the NFL's done for a while. So ooh, they're all up there. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Did they not release the new ones? Are we early? Ah, damn, we have to wait. We have to do this like with them. How is this working? Nothing's released, son of a bitch. Preseason. Oh shit, okay, the team schedules are out. Okay. I guess team schedules are out. Eagles, Dolphins, I think that's Thursday night. Yeah, it looks like team schedules have been released, but like not the actual... What's Sunday night looking like? Oh, there is Sunday Night Football. Do we want to do Sunday Night Football first? We can start there. As you can see, it does look like the very first Thursday Night Football game, the season opener is in fact the Lions versus the Chiefs. I guess we can just pull that one up. That's the season opener. It'll be Detroit and Kansas City. What's up, Daniel? Game one of like 200 and like almost 300 games will be Detroit and Kansas City. In Kansas City, obviously, that's kind of how like they like to honor the Super Bowl champion. Unfortunately, though, it looks like they got quite the doozy of a game here. They have to play one of the hottest teams in football to end last year and one of the better looking offenses heading into 2023. This is kind of shaping up for fireworks right away to start the season. Kind of this immaculate type of showdown Thursday, September 7th at 8:20 p.m. It's going to be good. It's going to be really fun. All right. So what do we have for that actual Sunday? Week 1 then will be Cowboys and Giants. Kind of a pretty cool way to start the season, I would have to say. A good, good opener for the season. Then, of course, Sunday Night Football to start that week. Looking pretty solid. Cowboys, Giants, good matchup. Two teams that should be halfway decent this year. They have 2 Thursdays. Oh, shit. Bengals got less than Green Bay, really? Seems a little crazy. Week 2, on Sunday, it'll be the Dolphins at New England. Wow, this is a pretty early game for the Patriots to have to play the Dolphins in New England. Interesting. So week 2, the Patriots will play the Dolphins. And the Patriots will be the home team. So right away, we get some more good division matchups here on Sunday Night Football. Green Bay got 6 prime times. Look at the Patriots getting a primetime game. The Lions got a primetime game. That's interesting. The Lions didn't get any last year, did they? So cool to see the Lions getting one. Patriots got one. They can flex Sunday night almost right away, right? They might have to do one of the earliest flexes in NFL history in week 3. The Steelers and the Raiders. I know everybody's really excited for that week 3 game. I think this is the league trying to get. It seems like it. The Eagles and the Dolphins right away is brutal. Patriots got 4. Browns only got 2. League probably doesn't want to showcase. Yeah, it's the Watson situation. Yeah, this year has like weird flexing rules. They can certainly start like flexing games around much earlier. But I don't know. Steelers Raiders could be pretty good as long as they both don't suck next year. And then week 4, we have a pretty mid game between the Chiefs and the Jets. Not really excited to watch a 40-year-old quarterback try to make a team that's won like 20 games over the last 5 or 6 years combined relevant. That'll be cool. But it'll be the Chiefs and the Jets. I guess people are excited about the Jets this year. I personally don't really see it, but okay. I'm sure that 40-year-old will do just fine behind that dog shit offensive line they did nothing to fix. There is still this much depth and 2 very injury-prone starters. We'll see how that plays. I'm sure it'll be really good, right? Worked out last year. Anyway, so the Chiefs have 2 primetime. The Chiefs probably got a bunch. The Cowboys will play the 49ers. Oh, shit, I went a little far. In week 5, that'll be pretty sweet. Should be pretty good as long as the Cowboys... Well, maybe the Niners are kind of the question mark in that situation. You know. If you haven't done so, consider dropping a like on the stream. This stream's not really doing so hot. I figured there'd be a few more people in here. But, you know, it's early. We have 8 likes. That's pretty good. We can get to 10 pretty quick. Appreciate that, everybody. Good looking out. We're down to 4 people. I think we'll pause here and wait for more people to possibly come in. What's up, JM? You know, if we were doing a baseball stream right now, all anybody would be talking about is the NFL. Now no one's chatting at all in the stream. It's a very confusing thing to try to negotiate. You guys not want to talk about schedules, actually? I'll just keep giving my opinions and, you know, we'll just move on. All right. Let's see. I just figured there'd be more from you guys. I don't know. That's perfectly fine, though. Pretty bad. Like personally, I like with this Jets game, we'll know by week 4 what they're going to be, right? Like, to me, it's either this Jets team is going to be really good right out of the gate and be like a really good team all year. But if they stumble out of the gate, that's going to be a dog shit football team. They'll never recover from a bad start. Because it'll be like fundamentally it just doesn't work. It'll be like the chemistry's all bad. Offensive line can't block for Rodgers. And like those are things you can't really... Detroit got 5? Holy shit. But if the Jets are good, that'll be a really good game. Like unironically, if the Jets are good, that'll be a good game. But if the Jets are personally what I think the Jets are going to be, then I don't really give the Jets any time. They supposedly have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, so Detroit could beat the Chiefs. It depends on what Kansas City's defense looks like. All right, then we got the Giants and Bills in Week 6. That's an all right game. That should be the Bills winning pretty handily. Dolphins Eagles the following week in Week 7. That's not bad. What's up, Jacob? Again, I will pause at any game if you guys want to talk about them. I have literally no problem stopping and just kind of, we can go back a little bit. Yeah, you guys also got in Week 3, you guys get to play the Raiders on Sunday Night Football. You got to go? All right, JM, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. Leave a like on your way out if you don't mind. Help the stream out a little bit. Appreciate it. Ooh, Browns Steelers Week 2 Monday Night Football. That'll be good. Steelers seem to always get a lot of Monday nights. Who wants to already bet that this game will be flexed? Week 8 Sunday Night Football. Bears and Chargers. What are the odds that game's actually played on Sunday Night Football? They changed it to Dolphins Pats. Yeah, I could see why. Dolphins and Patriots are probably going to play one hell of a football game this year. I'm going to look around on Week 8, and I'm going to tell you what game when we look at the schedules a little bit more in depth. I have a really good feeling about this, that the Chargers and Bears won't be playing no Week 8 Sunday Night Football. Because again, I do believe this is the year where they can flex your ass right out of a game like this when the Bears have 2 wins. Yeah, is Browns Jags Week 8? If that might get flexed in. Now look at Bills Bengals Week 9. This will be very hyped up. This will be the game that didn't get played. Kind of a rematch of the game, the DeMar Hamlin game. Good to see he's up and going to be playing. He could be in this game, which is pretty cool. The Jets get another Sunday Night Football. Another Sunday Night Football game. This one against the Raiders. I don't really see this game being too good. Mainly because, by this point we'll know with both these teams, and I don't see it happening. Vikings and Broncos in Week 11 Sunday night. That's a pretty solid game if the Broncos don't suck. Thursday night Jets. Jesus, you guys really kind of got shafted on prime times. Yeah, he's going to walk out there and beat him. Looking at this, Seahawks and 49ers will be pretty good this year as long as the 49ers and Seahawks are both playing to what they were last year. Again, the Broncos and Vikings is a pretty good game, but it kind of depends on the Broncos. Yeah, and you know what? You know exactly what it is, Max. If you guys had anybody but Deshaun Watson at quarterback, you'd probably have more prime times. Your whole division's like getting featured like a motherfucker, and then there's your team. What's up, Kenny? They threw Green Bay on there they threw the Raiders on there more than you guys, just because they were like, listen, we can't. You have to understand. It was so hot. Yeah, it was nice out today. I enjoyed it. All right, Week 12. Oh, 2 Week 12 games. We have a Thursday night and for some reason they threw this Thursday and Sunday night game on Week 12. What is this? Oh, it's Thanksgiving. That's why. If it was Derek Carr instead of Watson, I agree. Or Kirk, yeah, exactly. Your team's too good to not have more games. Ravens Chargers looks like it'll be the Sunday night football game of Thanksgiving. Pretty cool. That'll be a really good game. If both teams are healthy, Ravens Chargers could be like the game of the week. Could even be like a candidate for game of the year very early on. Week 13 should be an ass beating. The Chiefs will take on the Packers in a game that, 2 years ago would have been really cool. In a game that a year ago would have been really cool. Now in 2023, I don't really care about Week 13 Chiefs versus Jordan Love. That game could be flexed. I'm not even trying to be mean to Packers fans, but I don't know if that game will, you know, you know, if the Packers maybe are good, you know. Week 14. Bears got him one more prime time. Holy shit. Yeah, you guys, yeah, Deshaun Watson really, guys, yeah, that's bad. Eagles, Cowboys, Sunday Night Football. Yeah, you knew that at least one of their games was going to be Sunday night. Ravens, Jaguars on week 15. That'll be pretty good. Bengals, Steelers, week 16. That'll be really good. Week 7 is that the last one. And the final Sunday Night Football game of the year will be the Packers at the Vikings. That'll be New Year's Eve. And Christmas Eve game is Bengals and so those are the final Sunday nights. By week 13, that would be a game of love. Yeah, it might be Mike. What's up, Kevin? Isn't it weird, Kevin? You're a Lions fan. Your team has 4 or 5 actual primetime games this year. What's up, Seth? They want a playoff game? Hey, that's good, man. Good to hear. Lions fans are like, what is this? Even the league is excited about us. Normally, it's just Lions fans get really excited about us, and then we get no love from the NFL, and we suck, and we're very confused. Now even the league's kind of like, yeah, we're putting the Lions on primetime. Why? We've done the numbers. They're actually probably going to be good. Houston, Atlanta, Arizona, and Indy got 0. Oof. They're like, what does prime time mean? What is that? Is that that's Thanksgiving? We literally play one every game Thanksgiving. Like, what do you guys keep? Now the Lions fans don't have to try to argue that Thanksgiving counts as a primetime game because they're the only game on. They're like, all right, why is the game primetime? Why is the game primetime in the first place? Lions fans, yeah, they're the only game on. And please tell me what other game is on at 12:30 on Thanksgiving ever in the history of ever other than us. Go ahead, I'll wait. So how is that not primetime? They're like, it is not primetime TV. Every time slot on Thanksgiving is primetime. It's hard to argue with Lions fans about that Thanksgiving day being 100% every game primetime. Now they don't have to even care. They're like, we don't care if it's primetime or not. We got a bunch of other ones. That sucks, Kenny. But no offense to the teams that didn't get a primetime game. Houston, Atlanta, Arizona, and Indy. Nobody wants to watch them teams. All right, what's up, Adam? Your team got quite a few Sunday nights, Adam. What do we got? Who got the most Sunday nights? Let's see. Steelers got 2, Packers got 2, Jaguars got 2, Eagles got 1, at least 2, Kansas City's got 1, San Francisco's got 2. I think 2 is the most. San Francisco has 3, and I think the Cowboys got 3. Well, Indy kind of, yeah, Indy, you know. All right, you guys want to go do Monday or Thursday night? Let's see if Thursday night's loaded finally. All right, it's in. We can look at Thursday night. So week 2, the second Thursday. Well, obviously the first Thursday night football game of the year is going to be the Lions versus the Chiefs. What's up, Adam? You scared? Hey guys, Adam's a Chiefs fan. Hiss Adam. He's the enemy. Week 1 right away. What's good, Adam? You gotta deal with me twice this year, buddy. You gotta play the Patriots and the Lions. What's good, bro? You ready for 2 L's this year? Only 2 L's on your season. You guys are gonna go 15-2. And them 2 losses are gonna sting like a motherfucker. Because I'm gonna be like, what's good, Adam? Your perfect season went up in flames because of me. Me personally. I put the order in. I don't know. Why did the Raiders get 5 primetime games? That seems crazy. The Giants seem to have gotten a lot too. Vikings and Eagles. So Vikings, Eagles, they kick off here. And then, of course, we have the Giants and the 49ers in week 3. That should be pretty good. Lions. Oh, look at this. The Lions, another primetime game. They open the season. And then week 4, we see them yet again on Thursday Night Football playing the Packers. By the way, not every team gets a Thursday night game this year now. You're not guaranteed prime times anymore. Your top 5 team are the Packers, Colts, Jags, and the Chargers. For sure, Kenny. Yeah, you'll see how it goes, Adam. Giants, Raiders, and Packers fan bases are crazy. Yeah, they're huge. It's literally huge fan bases. Congrats to the Lions again, though. This is pretty sweet for them. Yeah, and they get Green Bay on Thanksgiving and on week. They get to just dominate Green Bay on national television. They get to play the Packers. Either Green Bay gets hellacious revenge on them, or the Lions just say hello to the new era of the NFC North. Green Bay. Trust me, hey, Green Bay fans, you guys know how you sat atop the division for basically like 2 decades with not really any interference? Welcome to what the Patriots went through the last few years. Oh, it's going to be brutal on the way down. No one's going to feel bad for you. Everyone's going to laugh. Every misstep is going to be just 10 times funnier. It is what it is. And since you guys weren't there for the Patriots during our fall, enjoy it. You guys don't have 6 Super Bowls to cushion it. You got 1 or 2, however you want to count that. I'm just saying, you know. If love shows out, every Lions fan and every Bears fan and every Vikings fan is going to feel some deep sense of dread where they're like, it just can't. It's just going to happen again and again and again and again. Week 15 Browns Bears is to be determined. Yeah, there's no way that game makes it. Aaron, yeah, he was afraid of the Lions' rise. All right, let's get into the next grouping of games. We got the Bears and Commanders. That sucks. Thursday night games can be flexed now. Every game can be flexed, and I think very early in the season, this game may not happen. Bears, Broncos, and Chiefs. That'll be a good one. These games are always good. Even last year, the Broncos played the Chiefs extremely well most of the time. Jaguars and Saints. Depending on the Saints, that could be an okay game. All those games kind of suck though right through here, except this one. Then what do we got? Buccaneers, Bills. That would have been good, last year. It's just like, oh, cool, the Bucs and the Bills, and no Tom Brady. Oh yeah, that's the game I want to watch. Titans and Steelers. Another candidate for a flex. I guess if the Titans are playing good, they won't flex the Steelers. I keep forgetting they won't flex Pittsburgh. There are certain teams that just won't get moved out of certain spots, and they'll never flex the Steelers. They're going to watch the parade, then watch the Packers versus Lions, and hey, there you go, Kenny. That's a good plan. Yeah, hey, Kevin, I would have to imagine if you're a Lions fan, this feels surreal to see your team getting 8-20 games consistently. I feel very good for certain young teams to see them no longer being shafted. It's kind of cool to watch the NFL change. My team got 5 primetime games, so I'm really, I'm stoked anyway. I don't have to worry about that pleb shit. I was worried a little bit that we weren't going to get any. I was like, oh, no, man. And then I was like, oh, yeah, we're the Patriots. We're going to get a shitload. We have one of the biggest fan bases in the league. I think we're like the 3rd biggest. Okay, and then it's the Panthers and the Bears. Could be a fun game, but I don't know why they put that on primetime. Bengals and Ravens. That looks like one of the best matchups on Thursday Night Football so far. Dolphins. Again, if the Jets are good, that'll be fun. But if the Jets are bad, these are going to be hilarious games to watch all year. We'll be watching Zach Wilson still playing quarterback for the Jets and shit. It'll be very funny. We'll see though. The Seahawks and the Cowboys. Yeah, it could be a good game as long as the Seahawks were in a fluke team last year. I think that's the word for it. Uh-oh, Nathan. Uh-oh. The rivalry returns, huh? In a new chapter. Mac Jones and Kenny Pickett. No, the Jets they'll have to leave the AL East or the AL. They'll have to leave the division. Yeah, if the Jets are this bad, they'll have to become an NFC team like the Houston Astros. When they were so bad in the National League, they became the American League Houston Astros and have been one of the best teams in baseball. Yeah, that's basically going to have to flip. Oh, yeah, Thanksgiving for the Cowboys. Who's that game? Oh, the Jets and Dolphins are... Oh, that is Thanksgiving, isn't it? Wow, Jets and Dolphins got Thanksgiving. That's pretty sweet. Good for them. Yeah, we got the Steelers this year. The Patriots and Steelers renew their very fun rivalry. Bill Belichick, Mike Tomlin. This is a good one. I wonder if the domination continues for the Patriots over the Steelers. And then we've got... Oh, it is the Black Friday game? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. It probably even says Friday on it. It does. It literally says Friday, 11/24. Yeah, it's the Black Friday game. It'll be at 3 o'clock. It'll be between the Dolphins and the Jets. You're right, Mike. And then, of course, you got Chargers and Raiders. Pretty decent division game if the Raiders don't suck. Saints and Rams. There's 0% chance this game isn't flexed. And then the Jets and the Browns, the final Thursday night of the year. It won't be bad. All right, so those are Thursday night games. We have one set of primes left to look at, and that's the Monday Night Football game. Bum, 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 bum. First one of the year, of course, I think this one's been well leaked. It's the Bills versus Jets. Pretty good set of opening games. You have the Lions and the for the first Thursday game, which also opens the season. You have the Lions versus the Lions versus the Chiefs. Then you have the Bills versus the Jets on Monday, and of course, with Sunday night, what the hell was that? The Cowboys and Giants. So you have a really good set of games to open up the year on. For all that. All right, I'm going to show the first 4 games of Monday Night Football this year. So we got Saints, Panthers, boring. Browns, Steelers, very good. Should be a pretty fun game as long as the Steelers don't stink. Eagles, Bucks. Eagles will win. Rams and Bengals. Man, Monday Night Football kind of got shit on this year. Like Thursday night had a lot of really good games. So far, there's 1 dud, 2 duds, 3 duds. Only 2 good ones in the first 5 games. It's kind of troubling for Monday night. ESPN's a failing company, and this kind of shows it, huh? Couldn't even get any good games. They put them all on Amazon. Yikes. All right, Seahawks and Giants. Sweet. That'll be a fun 21-14 game, 21-17. Just when I want to see on a good Monday night, get the blood pumping, go right to bed. Packers and Raiders. Could be good if both teams don't suck. Like that Amazon money didn't work at all. Maybe they flipped it. Last year, Monday Night Football had a lot of really good matchups. This year, it's Amazon's turn to get the good ones. They flip a coin every year. They just you get all the good ones. Cowboys and Chargers actually could be really good, so I kind of like that one. Again, this could be a good game if both teams don't suck. This one too, unironically, but it's going to be low scoring, like weird defensive game. Jacob, we play each other on Sunday Night Football. You excited? All right, let's look at the next one. Is that the Lions again? Who is that team? What's up, Eric? Why do they keep slipping into these primetime games? What is these pesky little bastards up to? Is that the Loins? Always just slipping in there? All right, let's see this next grouping of games. 49ers, Vikings could be a good game. Yeah, I think Seattle probably might win that one as well. Then we got the Raiders playing the Lions in Detroit. The Lions are even hosting a Monday Night Football game the night before Halloween. That'll be fun. You're the Patriots. And then we got the Chargers Jets again. That could be a pretty good game as long as the Jets don't stink. Then the Bills and Broncos and Bills. All these games actually on this particular set of games could all be pretty solid as long as the Raiders, Jets, and Broncos aren't like terrible football teams this year, which they probably shouldn't be. The Patriots and Steelers, week 15 or something like that. Can't remember off the top of my head. I apologize. Devil's Night, and Dan Campbell's got a whole crew of killers. Holy shit. Well, no wonder all the early games suck for Monday Night Football. Look what the hell game they got. That seems like some shit that they got this one. The Eagles and the Chiefs. Super Bowl rematch in the middle of the season. Both teams should be on their A game, or they'll one will be a fraud. This will probably be the best game of the regular season. Let's all cut the bullshit. Let's cut all the pretext. Either the very first game of the year between Detroit and Kansas City is going to be the best game, because we know what the history between Jared Goff and Mahomes is when they both play on good teams that are capable of winning. They can literally turn this into a 100-point combined game. I have no idea what the fuck those defenses are going to look like in week one. I do have a strong feeling that both of those offenses are going to come out of the gate swinging. Like, they're probably going to be like two of the teams that like you don't want to play early, like at all, like even like a tiny bit, because like if you're not even 100%, like if you're only 80% ready, these two teams and maybe a third team offensively will just fuck you up. Like it'll be brutal to have to play one of these guys. I think the Eagles are in that group too. I think the Eagles, Lions, and Chiefs early, you really just kind of got unlucky if you have to play them. Especially if your defense is kind of like fancy. Patriots will be fine. Like we probably won't get as gassed, but I don't know about us first running quarterbacks. That shit kind of sucks. This will be one of the best games of the year, though. Eagles and Chiefs. I like the placement of the game too in Week 11. They didn't rush this matchup at all. They're like, we're gonna wait and make sure. All right, and then we got the Bears-Vikings. No one will care about that one. Bengals-Jaguars should be pretty solid. Titans-Dolphins might get flexed because of the Titans. Packers-Giants could be flexed because of the Packers. And maybe the Giants, too. What do we got? 3 more to go. Ooh. Well, Adam. I don't know if you're still here, but guess what? Might have to ice your ass a week before Christmas. End your season. Oh, well, shit, you're 5 minutes behind? Oh, you're here? Oh, all right, cool, you're good then. Look what happens a week before Christmas, about to deliver you the most unholy Christmas ever. Gonna kick it, oh wait, the 24th. You guys play one more day before Christmas, unfortunately, so we can't ruin your Christmas by beating you so badly you fall out of first place. That'll be our Christmas present to you. We're gonna beat you out. It's like, dude, it's like, Rob, we could honestly end your season at that point. Like, well, I'm not even trying to be mean. Like, your division looks like it's like one of the best in football. You guys get to like 7 losses here. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? You know, plan revenge for next year. That's what we'll do. I'm sitting here trying to talk shit, saying, how's it feel when we end your season? When Adam's like, I think the opposite's true here. Weeks at 15, that could be it for you guys. We'll see the schedules. I think we got a pretty hard one. Anyway, then we got so that'll be a really good game. Chiefs and Patriots. It always is. The Patriots seem to have like this weird antidote to play the Chiefs, and it's very consistently and well done. Adam will get to the fun part. Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting Monday Night Football. And then you got the Ravens and the Chiefs or the Ravens 49ers on Monday Night Football on Christmas. Grim. Yeah, Bill Belichick just seems to have this weird antidote for Andy Reid. It's a pretty fun matchup. And if our offense is good, we should actually be a good team this year. And then the Lions and the Cowboys close out Monday Night Football. That should be pretty cool. Good for the Lions. Congratulations. Lions got 2 Monday Night Football games, a couple of Sunday nights. That's pretty crazy. A good Thursday and a Sunday and a Monday, 2 Mondays. That's a pretty good lot for the Lions. They balled out there. Good for the Lions, man. It's kind of cool to see the Lions get a whole bunch of love in terms of like primetime games this year. I know the Lions fans wanted this to happen last year, but you got to remember, it is a little bit of it's a process. Nobody thought you guys were going to be that last year, as you can tell. However, since you guys did what you did, look at how you're getting rewarded. You got to earn it a little bit, Lions fans. Show that you can be that team, and then the league will be like, hey, we'll slide you guys some games. Look at that. That's all it took. Just got to show it. And then you guys showed whatever you guys showed last year as a team. The Lions just proved it. Like, your fan base proved it. Everything. It all worked last year. It certainly feels like the Lions are being treated as a real team now, not just like one of them whisper bullshit teams. Because you could be very well in the group of people who got nothing. You know, and it's pretty cool to see that they're not in that group. They don't. The league doesn't see the Lions as like one of those teams. Congrats. All right. There's one thing I want to look up. NFL 2023 schedule, strength of schedule. Where's a good one? Who's gonna have the best one? I just want like a giant. Oh, here we go. Oh, bullshit. I got the top. Oh. Oh, bullshit. We got number one. Oh, that's some bullshit, man. Oh. We got hard games all the way through. These are all the 500 teams. My team got the hardest. Oh, well, my team's got Mac Jones. I don't think anyone's ready for what we're about to do to this bitch-ass league. NFL had no idea what it just did, though. Oh, buddy, we're taking... I predict we win the division outright. Maybe we go undefeated. Eagles W, Dolphins W, Jets W, Cowboys W. I don't even know why the Saints are on this list. Raiders W, Bills W, Dolphins W, Commanders W. Perfect. We'll go 9-0 through these hard games that are listed. Oh, that's our first 9 games? We'll get to those games in a little bit. I kind of want to look at strength of schedule. I think this is important to understand. Damn, man. We got the hardest schedule in the league. We open with the Eagles, Dolphins, Jets, and Cowboys. So that's a pretty that's an insane opening if all those teams are good. We got our underdog narrative now, and I hate it so much. We play the Colts in Frankfurt, so that's kind of cool. Ooh, boy, that's a tough schedule. Who got the second hardest? Oh, the Los Angeles Rams. These fucking dudes are cooked. What do they got going on? Who do they got to play? They got to play the Eagles, the division, which is going to be tough. They got the AFC South, which isn't really shit. Oh, no, it's the AFC North. Oh, yeah, they're fucked. GG's to anyone who's got to play them. So the Rams got the second hardest schedule. I don't know if we'll go over every single like team. I just kind of want to see the top like 10 hardest schedules. Because I think that can tell quite a bit. All right. Cardinals got number 3, which isn't too bad. But they have to, because they have to play their division NFC West. They have to play who they got. The AFC North, just like the Rams. So we're gonna see a lot of the Rams. We're gonna see a lot of the NFC West. It looks like, and we'll probably see a lot of the AFC East. It looks like as well, because they play the AFC West. It looks like Kansas City has the 4th hardest. Haha, Adam. Oof. You know what? Chiefs might lose a lot this year. I mean, to be honest. I see a lot of losses on this schedule. They'll lose to the Lions, to the Jaguars. They might be able to squeak by the Bears. Jets will take them. I like the Vikings. They'll split with the Broncos. Chargers sweep them. I'm like a very honest fan. So, like, I'm probably, the most honest, like, football fan when it comes to the Chiefs. So, through their first 9, I have them winning like 2 games, to be honest. Then they'll lose to the Eagles. Raiders beat them. Sweep by the Raiders, to be honest. They'll beat the Packers, sure. Lose to the Bills, lose to the Patriots, and they'll be swept by the Raiders. Bengals will beat them, and they'll split with the Chargers. So about 4 wins. Like, if we're being honest, Adam probably won't agree with me, but it is what it is. The NFL didn't award his team a cupcake schedule like usual for Mahomes to pretend to be the GOAT against. Not that hard when you play 1-win teams all the time. Jesus. Welcome to the big boy scheduling. That's not my own, anxieties about my team literally being number one, which is fucking bullshit. How the hell does a non-playoff team get the hardest schedule? Doesn't that seem, how do these two teams, what's up, Jags? How do these two fucking teams get the hardest schedules in the NFL, and then these guys get the third hardest? It's supposed to be like rigged so that doesn't happen. Oh no, I know that's pretty funny though. The Bills got the fifth hardest. Again, we're going to see a lot of the AFC West and NFC West and AFC East in this. The Bills being up here makes sense along with the Chiefs. These guys should have hard schedules. Yeah, I know, Adam. I hope you know I'm playing around. I'm just trying to be funny. Pass the time. Be engaging. So yeah, these guys, there should be a lot of hard schedules. Oh wow, the Baltimore Ravens, they got a pretty hard one. Looks, who are they playing? And then the Jets at 7. We'll get to them. Let's see. Dolphins are at 8th hardest. Yeah, again, a lot of these teams in the NFC, in these divisions are going to be hard. How did the Lions get the season opener? Because the Lions are a good team and the league has high hopes for them. All right, Adam, for sure. Yeah, so far we've been pretty accurate. The only team that's been surprising is the Ravens to pop in there. They kind of popped in. What's the Jacks? We'll get to it. We're right now just looking at these are the top 8 so far. Oh shit, the stream's dead though. There's only 3 people watching now. No, it's down to 2. Damn, why did everybody leave? What happened? I don't know. Hold on, we have to pause for a minute. Everybody left. I don't know. Everybody said do the stream. Now that I'm doing the stream, nobody showed up. It's a pretty typical thing. This is why I don't usually listen to people requesting things, because the person who requested the stream, isn't even here. It's just like that dude ain't even watching. So that's really obnoxious. Like, where's that dude that was crying for this for like 4 fucking days? Dude, are you gonna do that stream? I'm not gonna show up, but are you gonna do it? No, you're good. I'm just gonna I'm gonna let the stream build back up. Maybe a few more people will show up. This is why I don't do content when people ask. You would think if you spent 2 weeks asking about something, you'd be here for the majority of something. That guy sucks. Anyway, all right, let's get back into looking at this. And then at 9, what the fuck? At 9, you got the Vikings. That makes sense. They play against a pretty hard schedule. Number 10, you have Tampa Bay. Okay. They play the AFC East. AFC East is all right. Those are the top 10 hardest schedules. Where's the middle ones? What the fuck? Most favorable, top 10 easiest schedules. Ooh, this will be good. Kind of like a similar thing to the other side. The Saints get the easiest schedule in the league. Congratulations, New Orleans. You have the easiest schedule. The Carolina Panthers have the second easiest because they get to play the NFC West. Or the NFC South. I think they're playing the AFC South. Yeah. So it's kind of funny that Tampa has one of the hardest ones and most of their division has the easiest ones. Kind of like a fun twist on everything. All right, what else we got? And then you got the Colts at 3. Again, a lot of this is because the NFC South and AFC South are playing each other. Jaguars are at 4. Congratulations, Jags. You guys have one of the easiest schedules because you guys get to play a bunch of dog shit football teams. You have to play your division, obviously. Nothing hard there. Then you play the NFC South, like the Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers, the Bucks. Bunch of, pretty much bullshit ass teams. You got to play the AFC North. That'll be the hardest part. Other than that, it's a pretty easy schedule, man. And congratulations, Jags. Number 5 is the Chicago Bears. What? Oh yeah, last place schedule. They should have a pretty easy run. Green Bay Packers have number 6. Congrats, Kenny. You guys aren't playing anybody particularly good. Then the Atlanta Falcons, who didn't get a single primetime game, which is hilarious. Somehow the 49ers got one of the easiest schedules in the league. The Bengals got the 9th easiest. And the Lions walk away with the 10th. All right. So basically the Lions only have to play the Chiefs. Seahawks could be hard. They got to play the AFC North. No, they just play the Ravens. The Chargers, Raiders, and Broncos, the Cowboys. Oh boy, that's an easy division. Yeah, that's an easy schedule. All right, that's that's strength of schedule, and then a bunch of other teams fit in somewhere in the middle there. Let's see, win totals. Ooh, projected win totals. I think that's kind of fun. What are we looking at here? What do we got? Eagles are projected to win 11.5 in the NFC. That'll be a fun game, Sean. You excited about it? The Eagles are again projected to win the NFC, and it looks like they are at 11.5 wins as NFC's champions. And then you've got the San Fran 49ers projected to win 10.9 games, and they win the NFC West. So these are kind of just like the NFL projecting like what they think might happen, right? Like what these writers might think. Dun 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 dun. The Lions have a minus 170 odds of making the playoffs. They have 9.6 wins as their projected total, so anywhere from 9 to 10, and they could win the NFC North is what the projected odds are. And their odds to win the conference are only plus 1,000, which isn't even like that bad. Cowboys projected to win 9.6 and be a wild card team because of the Eagles. The New Orleans Saints are 8.9 is an expected 8.9 wins and expected to win the NFC South. Seattle Seahawks are expected to win 8.9 and be one of the wild card teams. And the Atlanta Falcons, they think, figure to be the other wild card team at 8.7 wins. And then you can kind of look at the rest of the teams. I don't really care about these non-playoff losing ass teams. What's the Packers? For the Packers fans, you guys are projected to win 6.4 games next year. Yeah, the 49ers are hard to determine because of the quarterback situation. All right, let's go look at the AFC. Oh, boy. Yeah, oh, boy. I wonder what my team's about to be projected. 1 win. The New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints will win that division. All right, let's go through and see what they think about the AFC conference. Chiefs expected to win, or to have 11.6 wins and be the AFC West champions. Look like they're also expected to be the favorites to, win the AFC. Then we can't even hear at least one primetime game. Yeah, Houston, you guys got the shaft on that. The Bengals are expected to win the AFC North with 11 wins even. Pretty good. What do we got then? Then we got the Bills at 10.6 wins to win the AFC East, which isn't that crazy. So we'll see how the Bills handle that. And the Ravens, because the Bengals winning the Bengals winning, were expected to be one of the wild card teams at 9.9 wins. The Jets are expected to be a wild card team with 9.8 wins. The Dolphins are expected to be a wild card team with 9.6 wins. Look how close they have that division: 9.6, 9.8, and 10.5 or 10.6, all within a win. Where the hell are they putting my fucking team then? 9.3 for the Jaguars as AFC South champions. Browns at 9.3. Steelers at 9. Yeah, this is funny. How bad do they have us? 7.98 wins. We can literally, dude, we literally like have started 1-3 or 2, like 2-2 very often. Whatever. Yeah, that's retarded. Anyway, if we win 2 of these games, we'll probably make the playoffs. If we win 3, we're a lock. We'll probably beat these fucking losers and these guys. These 2 games are question marks. We'll see how those play out. What else? Funny. All right, let's see. That's pretty much good on that. What's next? Do we just want to do individual teams? Because I think we've pretty much gone over all the cool stuff. And now it's just, you know, what teams do we want to look at? Oh, let me turn on the light. I didn't even realize how dark it was. So what have you guys been up to? Anything cool? Anything fun going on? There's been absolutely no NFL news, by the way. Part of the reason why there's been no NFL content produced, there's like nothing going on in football. This is it. This is the biggest news in weeks in the NFL. And barely anyone seems to give a shit on this channel. Everyone's like, yeah, whatever, football, cool. If even 1/10 of the people who watch baseball came in here, this would be a good stream. But is what it is. Bunch of people's streams who I always watch aren't showing up to these ones, you know? Fuck them. Show up and watch fucking shitty ass basketball. Ugh. Won't be doing that anymore. All right, who do we want to look at? Anybody got any suggestions? Teams they want to see? This part of the stream is kind of dictated by you guys. Otherwise, I'm just going to start picking at random schedules of teams that I want to look at and see what they're up to this year. Obviously, with certain biases towards these guys and these guys. Yeah, that's like the only news is Cook might be on his way out. It's all like maybes and like rumors. And the AFC is crazy. I'm looking at this and it's, yeah, the AFC is insane right now. Literally, looking at this, like, we can look at this right now and, like, point at all the bad teams on one hand in the AFC, right? Look at this. All right, watch. AFC North, none. AFC East, none. AFC South, you got the Texans, Colts, and possibly Titans. And maybe Broncos. That's it. That's all the bad teams in the AFC. And let's see, what teams will likely be better this year? The Titans, the Broncos. You really have 100% 2 bad teams in the AFC right now. In the Texans, who will be wildly improved, and the Colts. Those are the bad teams. Everybody else is a pretty solid team. That's the AFC right now. Really, I mean, look at all these teams and be like, yeah, they're guaranteed to be shitty. Really, are they? They really, like, if they, or was it like a bad year? Like, if the Titans quarterback situation stays healthy, their line's good, and they can run the ball again next year, why aren't they, like, they could be a fucking monster team again. I mean, like, really quickly. Like literally, all it takes is literally the line blocks better. They can throw the ball a little bit, and then they can go back to play action with Henry. Yeah, all them all them teams that got 0 prime times is hilarious. You want to see the Commanders? All right, let's go see what the hell they got to deal with. Chargers? No, they'll be improved. I think their coach actually improved. As much as everybody likes to joke about Staley, I think you can actually see the improvement. All right, what do we got? The Commanders. Soon to be owned by a new team. Probably could even have a new team name again. But yeah, if the Colts figure out the O-line, they might be a problem. Colts, maybe. What do you see in the Colts? Their quarterback situation's abysmal. I just look at the. Did you mean the Titans? I just look at the commies. I'm just trying to figure. Yeah. This is. Looking at this, they play the Cardinals. They could win that one. They'll probably get beat by Denver, Buffalo, Philadelphia. So that's 1-3. They'll beat Chicago 2-3. Probably lose to Atlanta 2-4. Lose to the Giants 2-5. Lose to Philly again 2-6. They're gonna get beat the fuck up by. We're gonna be out for blood by week 9. So like 2-8, 2-9, 2-10, 2-11. Holy shit! 2-13, 2-12, 3-12, 3-13, 3-14. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, they're gonna get like that's like a 3-14 record. Like I don't really think they can contend. Like they don't really play their division well. They usually get beat the fuck up by everybody. Like they don't play their division well. They have a bunch of hard teams outside of the division. This could be one of the worst teams in the league. Yeah, and like it's hard. Like this isn't even like a fun schedule. This is a brutal schedule. Let's like every one of like they play how many playoff teams? These two aren't, but Denver could be like the most improved team this year. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, borderline playoff team. 5, 6. Wait, did I already count Dallas? No, 6, 7, borderline playoff team. 8. No, they play 8 playoff teams. Oh no, Adam, we're doing good. You didn't miss too much. No, we haven't done the Steelers. This is the first schedule we looked at. If you have a schedule you want to look at, just remember to bring it up and you get your team in line. So this is brutal. This is like a 3-win schedule if they suck. Like this could be. He gets fired about week. What week do you think Ron Rivera gets fired this year? You want to know what week I think he gets fired? The week every struggling coach gets fired. Just after this game. How many times have you seen a coach get shit canned after the Patriots come through? We're going to show up into Washington, beat the fuck out of these guys, and they're going to fire everybody. That new owner is going to be like, I didn't like that at all. That was goddamn embarrassing. Mac Jones just threw 4 touchdowns on us. Their defense scored 4 touchdowns as well. This was a brutalization. All right, we'll go look at who's next. The Steelers. Yeah, it's the Commanders' schedule. They're not going to have a fun year. I wouldn't want to be a fan of them. Yeah, I mean, they could be bad. Yeah, they could be 1-8 heading into that game. Or 1-7 like it could be bad. Dude, oh my god, man, I hate cookies. No, I don't even like cookies. All right, let's look at this Steelers schedule. What do we got for the Steelers? Bum, 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 bum. All right, the 49ers, that's a tough way to open the season because you're probably going to lose. You'll split with the Browns, so we'll give you a 1-1 because you're home in that one. Yeah, you guys have a tough opening. I think you'll split, so I'll give you the home win. Vegas. I think you guys can beat Vegas. So 2-1. You beat Houston 3-1. Split with Baltimore probably. Yeah, probably. So 4-1. I'll give you the home win. You beat them 5-1. You lose to Jacksonville 5-2. I mean, you guys always lose to Jacksonville. Tennessee. Are we assuming they're going to be good or bad this year? Because like that's the tough part. Yeah, Kenny, you already said the Packers. You don't need to say it twice. Now I'm going to skip the Packers. If you say it more than once, Kenny, I'll just skip the team. Like, there's no reason to assume I didn't read. there's like 4 people chatting in here. I can read what you're saying. Yeah, week 6 bye is brutal. You don't want that week 6 bye. That's really early. No, not the Jags, the Titans. I don't know what the Titans are going to be. As long as his offensive line is good, probably. I'll probably give the Steelers the win just because I have no idea what that line's going to look like. So it's 6-2 right now, I believe. 7-2. I don't really like the Packers this year. And here comes some losses, Steelers fans. 6-4. You'll lose these 2 in a row. 7-4. 7-5. You're not going to beat us. 8-5. You guys will go 9-8. you guys will figure out 9-8. I don't know. It's just kind of like how it's gonna go. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be the quarterback. That's the big question. And whoever, I don't know. I guess Tannehill opens the season, and then yeah. I'm guessing Tanny opens the season, and Willis is the secondary, and they cut Willis. I don't know. Steelers got a pretty hard schedule, but like not a like overly difficult one. They should be able to win a lot of games off this. Obviously, the division's the hardest. The AFC South is a joke. The Patriots are a tough draw. You guys are playing the NFC West, which is pretty tough, so you'll have to deal with that a little bit. But again, it's not like the hardest schedule outside of the NFC West, in my opinion. Again, you guys should be able to meander to your normal amount of wins, like with almost no resistance. Maybe I think you guys could win 10 games just because again, you guys do have a rather easy like go of things coming here. Yeah, I mean you guys have a lot of games you like you'll 100% almost could guarantee a win like you'll beat the Texans, like you beat the Rams. You'll smoke the Cardinals. I think you'll smoke the Colts. I think honestly you'll beat Seattle. I don't think those teams will be challenges for you guys. Like those are teams and then you'll probably split with because you guys always split with most of your division. The only team I have questions about are the Bengals, who you guys always seem to get a game against anyway. Like that's the big thing. You can almost always count the Steelers are going to get 3 wins versus their division in a year because they'll always split. It seems like the AFC North is like a split thing. No matter how bad, except for, when the Steelers are really good, they'll just sweep everybody. you know how history goes. All right, let's look at the Packers, who are going to be without Aaron Rodgers. Oh, the Patriots next. What? Who said that? Who typed that? Well, how did it talk? So after the Packers, we'll see who's next. I'm going to look at the chat for a second. Damn, that guy's brutal. Fucking is what happens when you make a troll a mod. Yeah, that guy's fucking a comedian. Damn, that guy's fucking. I feel bad now. Anyway, all right, let's look at what the Packers got to deal with. This isn't too bad of an opening. Honestly, they should win the first. They should win 2 of these first 3 games. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I think they win the first two, then they lose to the Saints. And then, sadly, I think you'll wind up losing to the Lions. So 2-2. I think you're getting swept by Detroit. I think Detroit and... You know what, actually? I could see the Bears winning the first game of the season versus the Packers. Do you know how hard Chicago is going to go in this game? If they win one game this year, this will be the only game they win. Their home opener versus the Packers without Aaron Rodgers. They'll put 100% of their effort into this game and win it. Then I think Green Bay wins the next two, because no matter what, I see a 2-1 start here. I don't know what's going on, Jax. Oh no, some guy named Rob Dirty TV was talking shit. Yeah, I literally see the Bears going ballistic to win this game. It could be the only one. Like, I'm not even kidding. I think if the Bears win one singular game next year, this is the game they win. This is their Armageddon. And it's going to be really funny, because if they win it, the Bears fans are going to be running around social media going, "What did we tell you? What did we tell you?" It'll be like the Jets fans last year when they started doing that shit about like ATM receipts or whatever the fuck they were screaming about, like their garbage or their grocery bill. So 2-2 with the Lions. Probably beat the Raiders. 3-2. Probably lose to Denver. I think Denver is going to be good. So 3-3. Split with Minnesota. So you're the home one in this one. So 4-3. Beat the Rams 5-3. Did I say you guys? Yeah, I said the Steelers will beat you guys. So 5-4. 5-5. I don't think you guys can hang with them. I said you're getting swept by these guys. So 5-6, yeah. I don't think you can beat them. 5-7. Depending on the Giants, I'll give you guys the win. I don't know if the Giants are going to be very good next year. See, no one really cares about the Packers. Everyone left. Killed the stream. The Giants, or I'll give the Giants. I'll give the Packers to win 6-8 or 6-7. They'll beat Tampa 7-7. Probably beat Carolina 8-7. They'll lose this game versus Minnesota 8-8, and then 9-8. That's not too bad. I think that'd be a respectable season following Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that's anything wrong. I think anywhere between 7 and 9 wins for the Packers would be a really good turnout. I'd be very happy as a Packers fan. If we win 7, I'd be like, 7-10 is pretty solid. I ain't upset. You got to remember, you did just lose like one of your team's greatest franchise players of all time. You have to kind of have to take whatever might happen this year with a huge grain of salt. And remember, your team doesn't really have that guy anymore. They're more, they're a normal team now. A normal team's got to rebuild, but Packers should have a decent year. They don't have the hardest schedule, so that's kind of a blessing in disguise. Is you guys don't really play anybody. All right, I guess to appease that asshole, we'll go look at the Patriots. Jesus Christ. Fucking crazy. Let's take a look at the Patriots preseason, because, they're the only team that actually matters. They play the Texans, Packers, and Titans. Good to know. 3 W's, 3 garbage-ass teams. Let's see, what else we got? We got the hardest schedule in the league to look at here, folks. I'm going to be very honest and say how I think the season is going to play out. This sucks. Why the fuck? Okay, so I think we'll win the first, or we'll lose the first game. I don't think we can really play the Eagles. Plus, we don't really do well against running quarterbacks. Unless something changed, we'll just mismatch. They'll probably win. Week 2. Yeah, I just don't know what to think. I just like we're not a good opening season. Like, first 4 weeks of the season, we suck ass usually. So I don't really know how this plays. With the Dolphins, I think we split, so I'll give ourselves the home win, so 1-1. Until the Jets beat us, I'm calling a sweep. We haven't lost to the Jets in like 7 years, dude. We've lost to the Jets one time since 2011. Like it's literally like once or twice. So until the Jets can beat us, I'm taking a sweep against the bitch ass team. So 3-1. We'll probably lose to the Cowboys because it's week 1. So 2-2 to start the year. Oh wait, no, 3-1 to start the year. Again, this loss will come back, and another loss will come back. No, wait a minute. 2-2, yeah, 2-2. Anyway, let's move on to the next set. We'll beat these guys. We'll beat these guys. So 4-2. We'll beat the Saints. We'll beat the Raiders. We'll get revenge on these cocksuckers. Until we can beat these guys again, they get the W here. They'll probably sweep us. So what are we at now? 7 games. 1, 3, 4-3 right now, which isn't too bad. The Dolphins, they'll get their win back, 4-4. We're gonna destroy these guys, 5-4. Then we got the Colts, that's 6-4. So let's head into week 11, bye week. Giants, we'll probably beat them, 7-4. Chargers, we haven't lost to these guys in a long time. I'm taking the W there, 8-4. 9-4 against the Steelers. We'll probably lose to Kansas City. That's 9-5. Fuck the Broncos. We'll beat them. That's our 10th win. We'll lose to Buffalo. That's 10-6. And we'll beat the Jets because we're sweeping them punks. 11-6 this year is what my predictions are looking like. When's Miami's bye week? So I'm thinking the Patriots could easily get 6 or 7 losses. So 10-11 wins is what I'm thinking for the Patriots. And that's right what I predicted before I knew the schedule, before I seen anything. Again, that's kind of in line with what I think of the AFC East, where I think all the good teams in the AFC East will win double-digit games. 10 or 11 wins, I don't know if that makes the playoffs in the AFC. Call me crazy, but I've seen an 11-5 team not make the playoffs. I've seen the Patriots go 11-5 and miss the playoffs. So no, you can't tell me that won't happen. Again, I wouldn't be shocked if we win 11-6 and we miss the playoffs by like a half game. Is that a bad season? No, we do. The AFC's fucking loaded right now. Could I see us doing much worse this year as well? Oh yeah, we could be pretty bad. We could be anywhere from a really good team to look at the Patriots. Because this is, again, the hardest schedule in the league if you stop and objectively look at it. Again, you got to play the AFC East 6 times. Or 5 times, which is, no, right? Yeah, 6 times. You got to play the you play the Broncos, Bills, Jets, and Dolphins. You also play the Chiefs this year. You play the Chargers. Who else? You got the Jets, who are, I already got them. Cowboys, who are always like weirdly overrated. The Giants aren't bad. Eagles aren't bad. They could, Teddy. They could, but it's not going to be easy. We have the hardest schedule in the league. Well, what's next? I think we kind of stalled out after the Patriots. No one's really given a suggestion. Again, if you want to go over a specific schedule, please just say what you want to go over. We can give our thoughts and, just kind of quick feelings looking at everything. Initial gut reactions. We'll do a stream for another like half hour or so. Ravens. Yeah, we'll see what they're up to. All right, let's see. We got Ravens. Where the hell are they there? I was like, didn't I open that? Dude, Jesus, why? Since when don't I have the fucking cookies accepted at NFL.com? Like, why are they? Hey, can we get cookies? You already did this. I've already said yes like 4 times to these prompts. Are you sure? We have cookies. I don't give a fuck. Stop asking me. It's getting suspicious. You know what I mean? It's like, well, maybe I should say no. I don't know. What the fuck are you trying to do? It's like you know when somebody's guilty because they're like, are you sure? Or like you know what I mean? Some like the weird guilty conscience coming from these people. Like, hey, don't pay attention to that building over there. It's like, well, I wasn't, but now I'm insanely curious as to why. Just don't look. Just don't pay any attention to it. I had no interest in it until you started coming over here and being weird about it. Yeah, their defense should be massively improved. Plus, they were dealing with a lot of weird injuries last year. Let's see and look at the Ravens, who could be a much improved team with the health being better. You got the Texans, who that should be a win. They'll probably split with the Bengals, so that's the loss though because it's at Cincy. Yeah, it's really 1-1. They'll beat the Colts 2-1. Split with the Browns, but it's a home, so we'll go 3-1 through week 4. Split with Pittsburgh, that's the away game, so they'll lose. 3-2. I think they'll beat Tennessee. That's kind of a rivalry game. 4-2. The Lions. I'm gonna say they lose. 4-3. Lions get the revenge for that walk-off kick by Tucker. That shit has to be burning in the back of all them players' minds. They'll beat them though, so 5-3. Yeah, I think they'll just run all over Seattle. 6-3 until I see Seattle's run defense is improved. This is their win. 7-3, 8-3 because this is their split win. Yeah, it's gonna be 7-3. I think they'll lose this game at Los Angeles. So 7-4. I think that game being at the Chargers is a big reason why they'll lose it. If this was in Baltimore, I'd give them the win. It's almost, I think the Lions just kind of get a revenge and win, but I think they'll beat the Rams. So that's what, 8-4. Probably lose to the Jaguars, 8-5, 8-6 because I don't think they could beat the Niners. I think they'll beat Miami, get revenge. So 10-7 or 11-6 roughly, somewhere in that range, anywhere from 9 to 11 wins should be about right for them. Yeah, it depends. Purdy could miss the whole year. I personally, he had Tommy John surgery. I don't know if he's going to play this year. You got to remember, I mean, I know they're being real optimistic with Purdy and everything, but it's also like, you know, there is like a kind of reality to the surgery he had. It's kind of like Kyler trying to like rush back from his injuries. It's like, yeah, Kyler, it's pretty admirable that you're trying to come back. But there is like a medical reality to like the injury that these guys kind of suffered. At least in my opinion, you know, it's like, well, these aren't like like accidental boo-boos. These are. Yeah, he like, and the thing was, it's like if he would have gotten it like months and months and months, like right after the season ended, instead of like this weird waiting thing that they did, it would have, maybe it's a little sooner, but you know, like there's no way. Like with Kyler, he could literally come back before the season starts. I don't know if you've seen, he's like working out, like running full power on his knee and shit at this point. I think he's doing shit without a brace on it at this point, which is insane to think about. Like he could miss like 6 weeks and be back by like week 7, week 8. And I would be like, that's the fastest ACL recovery in league history and sports history. That would be absolute insanity. Major props to Kyler. He ain't playing no video games. If you've seen him rehabbing, that dude ain't picked up a controller in a year, it feels like. Dude's running fucking 40 miles an hour on a treadmill with a torn ACL. Just He's benching like 45s, three plates on each side, just his little ass body's just chugging along. Looks adorable because he's got little kid weights. They say Fisher Price on him, but they're heavy as fuck. I heard he's finally accepted the sponsorship deal with Oshkosh B'gosh. He's now like their like clothing model. He walks out and all the little kids go, "Oh shit, that looks good," and it's just Kyler. He's like, "Oh." He wears the Buff Baby line, or you know them big ass babies that are strong as shit. The ones that are like future farmers, or you know. What's the next team? Nobody said it. Like we got to kind of keep things. Let's look at the Lions. They're an exciting team. They got all these prime. See what I mean? Why the fuck do I gotta accept all these cookies? It's very suspicious. I just pressed accept. What do we got going here for the Lions? Unfortunately, I don't know if they win this first game. It's just like looking at it, it's like, it's in Kansas City. It's gonna be a weird game. I don't think so. I think the Cardinals really like Kyler. To be honest. Like I get like everything else and all the like speculation about like his habits and all, but I find that to be, I think that's got to just be memes, like his size thing. Like there's no way anybody truly thinks that about him, right? It's like, really, you think a guy who was calling plays in the NFL at a successful level is he just doesn't know his playbook? Like he was calling plays last year. Do we not remember this? And like the times when they'd let him call plays, like the offense was moving very effectively down the field. It's like, yeah, that indicates a guy who doesn't know his playbook and all that. I'm a fake punt. That'd be pretty cool. But I'm gonna be, I'm just giving my just quick thoughts, gut feelings. 0-1, they get revenge on Seattle. 1-1, blowout Atlanta. 2-1, sweep Green Bay. 3-1. Get revenge on Carolina. 4-1, 5-1 after Tampa, 6-1 after Baltimore, 7-1 after the Raiders. These are teams that are just better than. Fuck that. At Los Angeles is tough. I'll go 7-2 just to kind of keep things honest. They'll sweep the Bears. 8-2. Again, they're sweeping these guys. 9-2. The Lions could beat the Lions could win all these games in a row. The Bears, Packers, like, what is this? The Bears, the Packers, the Saints, and the Bears. That's a 4-game stretch for the Lions. They'll win every one of these fucking W. And just before that, they play, yeah. Then they play the Broncos. That'll be pretty tough. They could lose this game. After this stretch of bullshit, they'll probably lose to the first good team they run into. So, we'll be looking at 11-3 after week 15. I think they'll sweep Minnesota. No, you know what? They'll lose to Minnesota. 11-4. I think they'll beat Dallas. Yeah. 12-4. No, you know what? They'll probably they could lose to Dallas. Dallas plays them really tough, and the Lions seem to struggle in Dallas. Historically. 11-5, 12-5. Anywhere from 10 to 13 wins. Feels right for the Lions. It's kind of weird to say that when you look through their schedule. Like they should literally win a lot of games this year. They have a bullshit schedule. They play like 4 good teams all year, and then they just blow through the rest of them. Like, it's actually such an easy schedule. It's kind of alarming because it's like, are they going to be able to like do that like 4-game stretch where they play the Bears, the Packers, the Bears, and another bad team, and then have to go play the Broncos? Like that kind of sets them up for almost like a failure. Because like they'll be really feeling themselves after those 4 games. They're like, as long as they don't like, what's the word? Start playing too big, or think like they're like the shit, they can't be stopped. They have this like giant ego on them. If they can avoid all that, then that would be huge. would be huge. Anyway, what do we got? What are you guys thinking next? Or do we just end the stream because no one's really seeming to care? Anybody particularly wanting to see a team? If not, we can start wrapping shit up. I don't mind. We've been live for an hour and a half almost. Pretty solid stream. Just under 100 views. Oh, the Chargers schedule reveal thing? Yeah, that's always fun. Na, 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 na. All right, sorry. Just took care. I just wanted to check something. Let him inside baseball. Oh, it's just anime. They did anime again. That's kind of lame that they just did the same thing they did last year. That's kind of boring, right? Like it's like, oh, good job, but they're so you guys were like cool and creative last year, but this year you're just like, we're just gonna do the exact same thing we did last year. Listen, we paid like for like a couple anime videos from this guy, and you know, that one did so good, we're just gonna do it again. We can do the Browns. Yeah. All right. We'll do the Dolphins and the Browns. We got a couple teams in the chamber. Let's have fun. All right. Schedule for them. Miami Dolphins. We're not going to accept the cookies from these spying ass bitches. All right. Week 1. Chargers. See, they're in Los Angeles, so we have Justin Herbert versus Tua to open up the season. The NFL made sure to put this game right away, so that way Tua wasn't injured. Oh, the layout's done is by me. Is my own thing. It's probably different colors. I just have it on black mode. I'm like, I don't want to look at it. I don't like whites. Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers. The Dolphins could start 0-2, but then they probably beat the Broncos, so 1-2. Because it goes Chargers at Patriots. Again, they split with the Patriots, in my opinion. So again, that's a 1-2 start. Or 0-2 start, then 1-2. I think they split with the Bills, so I'll do homes. So they go 1-3 to start, and then I think they beat the Giants. They're a better team than the Giants. 2-3. They beat Carolina 3-3. They beat them badly, probably. The Eagles, they'll probably lose 2, so 3-4. Again, they'll beat the Patriots at home. I'm fairly confident in that. We're at 4-4 through week 8. I think they'll struggle with Kansas City, especially on the road. So give me the Chiefs, because I don't really know what to think of the Dolphins secondary right now. 4-5 by week. I think they'll beat the Raiders. Week 9 is in Germany too. Oh yeah, they'll get smoked down in. Yeah, it's at Deutsche Bank Park. Yeah, good call. I didn't notice that. Yeah, definitely take the Chiefs then. They'll probably beat the Raiders for 5-5, and I think they'll split with the Jets like last year, but they'll lose the first one because it's in New York. So 5-6 right now. They'll beat Washington. They'll beat Tennessee. So that's 7-6. They'll beat the Jets on this one. That's 8-6. They'll beat Dallas, in my opinion, because I just don't think Dallas has the corners to hang. 9-6. Said Baltimore gets revenge, 9-7, and I think they beat the Bills for 10-7. So anywhere from 10 to 12 wins, I wouldn't be surprised. Anywhere from 9 to 12 wins, I wouldn't be surprised. 10 to 13, kind of in a similar vein as the Patriots, where they could win some games. But again, this is a pretty hard schedule, like overall. Like this is for them, this is a particularly brutal stretch of games. Patriots, Eagles, Patriots, and the Chiefs. That's a hard one. They start off the season pretty hard with the Chargers and the Patriots right away. And then the Broncos and the Bills. Those could be 4 really hard games to start off the year if the Broncos are improved. At least in my opinion, anyway. So we'll move on to the next team that was suggested. Again, these are always like best case scenarios. Nobody gets hurt. The team has a good year. Rough way to start the year. You're starting 0-1 if you got to play the Bengals. 0-1 for the Browns, unfortunately, to start the year because, you don't want to play Joe Burrow and them. I think you'll split with Pittsburgh, but unfortunately, you're on the road, so 0-2 to start. But then you beat Tennessee, so 1-3. Split with Baltimore, so your whole division's a split with me, by the way. You'll split with everyone in your division. Giants, we can do the Giants next, that one guy. And then with week 4, you're looking at 2-2 because I do think you'll win at home. So that's good. 49ers, I don't think you guys are going to be able to win that game. So 2-3 through week 6. No, wait. Oh, you have a week 5 bye. Oh, fuck. That sucks. The Browns got screwed. They have the first bye week possible. Woo. So 2-3 after the 49ers. I don't really like your odds against them. I think you'll beat the Colts 3-3. I think you'll beat Seattle 4-3. I think you'll smoke up on Arizona. 5-3 is actually where you're at now, record wise. Sorry. You'll lose this second game at Baltimore. Like I said, you're kind of splitting those. So 6-4. No, 5-4. Sorry, 5-4. You win at home versus them 6-4. I think you could beat Denver 7-4. You'll beat them 8-4. I think the Jags will beat you guys 8-5. I think you beat Chicago 9-5. I think you beat Houston 10-5. I think Deshaun has fun there. We got Bengals, so I'll give you the win against the Jets and the loss against the Bengals because that's just how it plays. So I don't know, what 10-7, 11-5 at like 11-6 at a really good clip. Again, you guys have Watson. You have a really talented team. If everything clicks in together, you guys should be good next year. Watson shouldn't have as much rust. There shouldn't be, as much like drag on the team this year. You know what I mean? Like there isn't really, I don't know. The Browns feel a little bit better than they did heading into this year than they did last year. Like everything feels a little bit more resolute, a little bit more settled. There isn't a giant question mark hanging over the team with the quarterback situation that they're in. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like on the stream yet, consider doing so. We're at 14 likes, which is really good. I'm thankful for all those. Thank you. We might even hit, we could even somehow hit 20 if I stayed live long enough. Yeah, I mean, yes, Ravens have OBJ. So yeah, but I mean, we'll see. Lamar doesn't really start choking till the playoffs, so that's not really a concern. This isn't playoff scheduling. I don't think you're gonna sweep the Bengals. That feels a little optimistic. Let's go look at the Giants. I think you guys had one of the harder schedules or one of the easy. Oh, you guys have a cool layout. Do we want to look at it like this? Oh, wait, these are the home opponents? Oh, I don't want to do it that way. That's cool the way you guys have that set up. All right, week 1, you start off with the Cowboys. I'm going to do splits with those. With the Cowboys, it'll be splits. You'll sweep the Commanders, and I think you'll split with the Eagles. So that's kind of how I view that breaking down. So you'll win the home versus Dallas. You'll fucking destroy Arizona. Dude, it's so hard to predict the 49ers because I just don't know what their quarterback situation is. And I think if you have a bad quarterback against the Giants, you could actually get your ass fucked up. Their defense is going to be vicious with Dexter Lawrence and Thibodeau. And I think they have another guy on that D line that it's just a monstrous situation. Very quietly good defense the Giants have. So week 3, the quarterback situation won't be resolved. I'll give them this win in a crazy upset game. 2-1 to start. 3-1. I don't really like Seattle this year. Unfortunately, I think Miami might push your shit in. That one guy. They're as long as Tua is healthy, they're like it. It is what it is. I don't like it either because it's gonna happen to us too. So hopefully we heard it before you guys got to play him. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see, what do we got then? We got 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. I think they'll win this one 3-3 after Buffalo. You're sweeping Washington 4-3. You'll beat the Jets 5-3. They don't have a quarterback or a line. Raiders, I don't really have high hopes for. 6-3. This is the one, unfortunately, I think you're going to lose because it's a split with Dallas. So 6-4. Again, you'll sweep these guys 8-4. 8-5. We just won't talk about the Patriots game because I don't want to like ruin our friendship or anything like that. And I think I'm one too many early. So I think this is still 8-4 heading into week 12. I was one loss ahead of myself. Week 13, no game. So that's pretty cool if you're a Giants fan. You'll beat these guys 9-4. Beat these guys 10-4. This is the 5th loss. So I have you at 11-6. Like, we're not far off on the win totals there, that one guy. So it's good to see. I think we had very similar outlooks. Again, your team isn't that bad. It's like a pretty solid team. I don't even really know what the question is for the Giants. Is it offensive line, receiving core? I think Daniel Jones last year, to me at least, proved he could be a fucking functional quarterback in the NFL to a literal playoff level. Like, I'm not going to let that go. Like, this dude was playing at a very good level. Like, this team was winning games at like an effective way of like playing foot. It wasn't even just luck. They were just winning games. And then everybody got hurt on offense, and Daniel Jones was forced to do it all by himself. And like, you can't do that with he's an average quarterback. Like, that's what it is. My assessment on him has been rock solid from the beginning. In my opinion, anyway. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I feel like they're going to be good this year because of the receiving situation being better. It's like, dude, they didn't have anybody to throw the football to last year, and they were winning games somehow. That, to me, indicates something. I don't know what that means from Daniel Jones, but the fact that he like played good last year despite everything around him collapsing on him, dude, that's impressive. Like, isn't that what you want to see out of a quarterback? Like that's, to me, what I want to see. I want to see a quarterback like lose everything and suddenly have a career year. Like, come on. We have to at least give the guy some fucking credit. I know the coaching is important, but that's literally part of sports. Yeah, exactly. If Jones doesn't improve this year, then he's done. He got a 1-year prove it deal, basically. It's like a 2-year prove it deal, basically. Again, one of the greatest contracts I've ever seen signed is that Daniel Jones contract. Because literally, after 2 years, if he sucks, you know what the Giants can do? We cut you and it cost us $0. Get the fuck out of our building. That's it. That's what Daniel Jones cost, is like $40 million to see if he's good for 2 years. And if he's not, you owe him $0 more after $81 million. You owe him nothing. Or no, I don't think it's that. How was it? Like 60 for his guaranteed deal? Like, everyone freaked out about the Daniel Jones contract, and I kept trying to tell Giants fans who were about to jump off a building. I'm like, dude, did you not read the terms of that contract? You guys won that deal by a long shot. He didn't choose his quarterback. Daniel Jones finally, do you know what, how weird of a situation it is for the Giants as an organization? A guy they were 100% done with, all of a sudden turned into a playoff caliber quarterback out of nowhere last year. what the fuck are they supposed to do? Just move on and watch him become like great with another team? Do you know how crazy of stupid that would look? No, they did the right thing. They signed him to a deal. If he turns out to be good, they're not even paying him that much money compared to another top quarterback. Like if he turns out to be a yearly playoff guy, they're underpaying Daniel Jones. If he sucks, yeah, playoff winning quarterback, by the way. He won a playoff game. He's like and had a good playoff game versus Minnesota. I know Minnesota's defense, whatever, but he literally won a playoff game and very convincingly won a playoff game. And I'm pretty sure the team he lost to was the Eagles, right? The team, that almost won the Super Bowl. I know, they suck so bad, dude, the Giants. Ugh. How do you lose to a team that scored 40 points in the Super Bowl and lost? That's disgusting. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand the Daniel Jones hate. That guy seems like a pretty solid quarterback. Like, you guys have always thought that I was fucking around about the Daniel Jones takes. It's like, no, I think he's always been pretty average. I just don't know. I never knew what he was. I'm like, dude, who's he throwing to? Please give this guy a receiver so I can make an accurate assessment as to who and what Daniel Jones is. And last year, he just said, fuck this. And started running the ball and shit. Brian Daboll showed up and just said, don't even throw it to these bums. Just run with it, dude. Fuck them. Do what Josh Allen did. Tell these motherfuckers to catch the ball or they just won't get it. Daboll's literally been a lifesaver. I think that's been the key for the Giants. Anyway, what team do you guys want to look at next? Again, you can get my early inside opinions on teams if you can't tell on these kind of things. These are normally lock and key opinions that I never give out to how I think the season's going to go. If anybody starts asking after streams like this, I'll just tell them I don't know. I haven't even thought about it. I lie to people. I'm just like, yeah, I didn't even think of the season yet. I don't know. I don't even got a prediction for the Super Bowl. I don't fucking know. Why would I know? It's May. I don't have. What am I thinking of? It's like I already got narratives written for the 2023 season. I got the whole thing thought out. I'm fairly certain that these two teams. I don't want to give my Super Bowl thoughts away yet, but I feel really good about like two teams in the NFC. Maybe three. And then in the AFC, I feel good about 1, 2, 3 teams. And I know you're like, those are the teams last year. Yeah, that's the point. Those 3 teams, those 6 teams I circled, they all got way better. The only team that didn't was these guys on the far side here, these Chiefs. They're the only team I circled, to me, that didn't get tremendously better in the offseason. But I do think the Chiefs had a good draft, so that kind of cancels out their shitty free agency. Any joke schedules we want to look at? Who do we think is going to be the worst team? What schedule are we thinking? Yeah, I think I kind of agree with that. I think, yeah, that's a good take. The AFC, I think that's a really good take. Yeah, I don't think seeding matters much. Hey, we hit over 100 views on the stream. Look at us. We're a fucking big channel again. Look at us. We didn't even need 2 hours. Fucking big brains out here. Again, we're probably gonna end in like 15 or 20 minutes just because it'll be 2 hours, and I'm literally exhausted. It's been a long week of me getting up really early. That's been the problem. Is like I'm very slowly adjusting to a new sleep schedule. So it's I'm fucking beat. Cards, yeah. Let's look at the Cardinals. That's a funny one. Because right now we have Washington winning like 3 games. So like they're our worst team next year so far. Let's see what these bums are up to. Get out of here with your loser ass cookies. Yeah. It's one of them things where it's like you're not really surprised by their team winning between Buffalo and do I need assistance to read your schedule? No, I don't. Jesus Christ. The Cardinals literally have a little thing on their site that's like, do you need assistance? No. Why don't you invest the money that you put into building assistant bots on your websites into, like, I don't know, accommodating your players to a better experience as a Cardinal so you can get better players? Yeah, me too. I'm ready for. I'm enjoying baseball this year though too. So it's the same assistant. Yeah, it's the one that Kyler talks to. He was confused about why about why nobody was messaging him back about his complaints to the offense, and like all of them got sent there. It's just, that's where Kyler's like, listen, I think we should run this play and this play. I was reading through my book, and that's why they didn't know that Kyler like completely was like studious. He's just, he for some reason was only asking the assistant bot on the website for help. Seattle. Oh, for the Tigers. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. Anyway, for Arizona, they'll probably win week 1 against Washington. No, they'll probably lose. We said that. Cubs will probably beat Minnesota. All right, 1-0 for the Cardinals. Then they'll lose to the Giants. Then they'll lose to the Cowboys and the 49ers. So that's a 1-3 start. They'll lose to the Bengals. That's 1-4. Probably split with the Rams, but it's a loss, so 1-5. If they don't have Kyler, by the way, this is without Kyler. Probably split with Seattle, so that's away. They're 1-6. Baltimore, they'll lose 1-7. They'll lose against the Browns 1-8. They'll probably lose to Atlanta 1-9. I'll give them a win at Houston 2-9. 3-9 because I said they'd split. They'll lose to Pittsburgh. That's 4-10 or 3-10. Bye week. Yeah, Cardinals are bad. Yeah, like, that's a bad team. Looks like everybody's dipped. Disappointed. Anyway. Not in anyone who came but and left, by the way, just in a certain few people. Anyway, let's see. We've got the 49ers then. That's probably a loss. They can beat the Bears, so that's like 4 wins. And we gave them 4 wins. That's pretty good. Then they'll lose the next 2. About 4 wins, right? That's not terrible. I don't know. All right, guys. It seems like everybody dipped, so I think a basketball game is about to pop on, so I think it's about time we wrap this thing up. What are you guys thinking? Yeah, them games are about to start in like 5 minutes. And it's dead in here anyway. Yeah, I think one just ended, another's about to begin, and it's a whole bunch of shit going on. There's a whole bunch. The Nuggets are and the Suns are playing, so that shit's just starting. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, good luck to your Suns, Jax. Good luck to your Suns, man. We'll wrap this up though. Anybody have any final requests about the schedules? We won't rush out of here, of course, because we still have a little while before 2 hours is up. But I think I might get out a little early tonight. Do we also like the slightly earlier start time, or should I try to keep streams around 9 o'clock start time? Huh. Because then I could always go longer. I kind of like the option of starting at 8. Then I can go longer if I want, and it not be like fucking 1 o'clock when I'm done. Knicks in 7. Hopefully they can pull it out. Yeah, you guys can't let these Miami fans get a win. Hopefully you guys beat them. 8 p.m. is nice. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I like the 8 p.m. as well, just because it's better for me as well. Yeah, I think well, for me it's just like it is just gonna kind of have to be how it is with data clocks, because because if I have to work at 6 a.m. in a day, like the next day after something like this, then like I don't want to be up like till fucking 11, 12. I'd be so tired. I'll burn myself out that way. So the 8 p.m. starts are gonna have to probably just become kind of commonplace. Tigers games are just 6:40. That's those are special streams though. Reaction time streams are a little different, so you know how that goes. Well, if nobody has any real requests to see anything else, I think we're gonna rock it out of here, guys. Good stream. I appreciate everyone coming by. I thank you for all the likes and everything like that. We did pretty good. We got like 14, maybe 15 total likes on the stream. Let me check the final number. I think it's 14. Not bad, not bad. Oh, 15. Hell yeah, we had even 15. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. It was a good stream. It was a good stream. Nice to talk about football again a little bit. Kind of kick the dust off it a little. Gonna be an interesting season. It's a tough break to find out your team has the hardest schedule in the league, though. That's a hilarious thing to discover. Probably will upload a video tomorrow. I'm not sure what it'll be about, but I'm gonna plan it out and think about it and make a video tomorrow to to satisfy the algorithm and just kind of keep my channel going. Hopefully you guys give it a watch. If not, whatever. We will be live for the Tigers game additionally tomorrow. That'll begin at 6:40 p.m. I know none of you guys really give a fuck about. This is just like wrap up stuff. I think some of you might come in and lurk. It's fine. And by the way, if you're ever like lurking in the Tiger streams and you want to talk about football, if nobody's saying anything, feel free. But if the chat's going and we're talking about shit, kind of keep the football out of it. But again, tomorrow you come in at like 8:10 and nobody's saying anything and it's just me talking. Feel free to talk about football if you want to. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because at some point, if people aren't in there and they're just like, whoa, why aren't you talking about baseball only? Well, because I interact with my chat. If they don't want to talk about football or baseball, then, say something. Otherwise, I assume the chat wants to talk about football. But, those are more hangouts. But anyway, I appreciate you guys listening to me, like, kind of just pontificate about these schedules. Hopefully it was an enjoyable stream. It seemed like you guys somewhat enjoyed it. Viewership was kind of all over the place, but alrighty. Thank you guys for a fun stream yet again. And as always, it's go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, go Patriots. Any final? No? All right. Well, thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll see you whenever there's good news for the NFL. I'm not like not trying to stream NFL stuff, but like every time I go to stream NFL stuff, I look around for something to talk about. They're just not anything. It's literally just nothing. It's all just weird speculations and rumors, and I don't really like doing rumors. I get bored of that shit. I don't care. It's like, all right, well, we could speculate about this in 5,000 different ways. This isn't compelling content to me. Could be, and that's probably why my channel's dead. But maybe we can slowly revive this thing. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Have a good rest of your night. I'll